Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy 2024. Our team, from myself and my team, we wish you the most beautiful 2024 and the most beautiful kickoff to 2024. So I hope that you were able to close your 2023 with intention and reflection, and also just really thinking about some of the gifts of 2023, the learnings, the hard stuff, the good stuff, like all the things, so that you can bring that with you into 2024. Now, every year, we did not do it this year, but in the past, every year, we've done a Reflect and Intend special session. And now we do it on the Positive Energy Workplace Initiative platform. So our members can actually do it, but we didn't do it publicly this year. And we did that for a couple of reasons. One, our team had a lot of stuff happening in December. We had some big changes. I had a loss in my family, a loss of a dear love of a parent, actually, that I needed to kind of step out and be in that process for. And so we kind of kept December pretty low key. But coming back from December, we're now moving into 2024. And I wanted to give you an opportunity to retrospectively just kind of take a look at 2023 really quickly. I know most people that we were talking to, ourselves included, are ready to just move forward. But I also think it's really important, if you haven't already, to just take a look back. Notice, what are the things that you learned about yourself? What are the things you learned about your company? What are the things that you want to make sure that you bring into the new year with you? So invitation to do that if you haven't already. My guess is, if you're watching this, you probably have. Most of the people that come to this work, I kind of know about that process. And so if you've already done it, amazing, fantastic. Make sure you follow through on it. And if you haven't done it, invitation, it's never too late to reflect. I would say you have this first week of January to do that, and then we're into the new year. Okay, so now 2024, here's the question for you. Invitation to really look at, what do you want to create this year? For real. So, a lot of people have said that 2023 was kind of a year of getting our feet back underneath us from the pandemic. Most of the people I've talked to, like, it was a challenging year. We saw that with organizations. We saw it with quiet quitting. We saw it with quiet firing. We saw it with lots and lots of reorganizations and layoffs. We saw it with all the stuff that's happening in the world, all of it. We saw it in relationship dynamics. We saw it in the completion of relationships, the completions of jobs, the completions of leadership teams, leadership teams really reorganizing, a completion of marriages for many, lots and lots of completion, a lot of chaos, a lot of stuff in 2023, a lot of stuff. I don't know if you've noticed, but people really seemed to hit a limit last year on what they were willing to tolerate anymore. So as we move into 2024, I feel like 2023 was a year of clearing, getting our feet back underneath us, clearing out some of the noise, making messes in different places, and also really starting to look at, really also starting to look at, my neighbors are walking by, also really starting to look at what they wanted to be about and who they want to become. And I saw this happening at a organizational level, individual level for individual leaders, individual professionals. But I also really started to see more whispers of this, especially at the end of the year in 2024, on an organizational level. Really started to see that more on an organizational level. Organizations starting to really think about who they're going to be moving forward and how they're going to lead, especially with, the AI and new demands of the workforce, and new demands of what people will tolerate, and new demands about what people want to be up to in their lives. So started to see that. Saw a lot of companies who aren't there yet. And that's okay. Just not there yet, just not thinking that way, still operating in an old way, still operating in a very antiquated way of leading and addressing culture, and hoping that everything is just going to take care of itself, which I don't know if you know this, but that doesn't happen. Things don't just take care of themselves when you're dealing with culture and leadership. You actually have to get in there and lead. So lots and lots of good things that we got to see, a mix of things we got to see at the end of 2023. So now 2024. What are you going to create this year? What are you going to create? I want to invite you to do this from a couple different perspectives. I want you to look at yourself for a leader, as a leader. What are you going to create? Who do you want to become this year? How do you want to show up? What are you willing to tolerate? What do you want to influence? How do you want to collaborate? What do you want to be known for? What's your legacy? How are you going to take care of yourself to make this all happen? What's your intention for this year? That's for you as a leader. It's funny because a healthy culture, healthy organization does not happen without healthy leadership. Healthy leadership has to happen with each single person, every single person doing their very best to provide healthy leadership. If you're in the C-suite, if you're an executive leader, if you're a senior leader, that starts with you first. But really, it's at any level of leadership. At any level of leadership, how we show up, how we take care of ourselves, how intentional we are in the energy we bring to the table, how intentional we are in our leadership, that all has an impact on culture at any level of the hierarchy of an organization. But if you're at the executive level or you're a senior leader, you have more responsibility, more influence, more power here. So I hope that you'll take this to heart just for yourself. I also invite you to think about what you need this year. What do you need to do to take care of yourself this year? What do you need? What kind of support do you need? What kind of self-care do you need? What kind of healing might you need? Where do you need to tend to your stuff that may have gotten in the way or maybe getting in the way of you leading and showing up as powerfully as possible? Really look at that, make a plan, get support, get a therapist, get a coach, get somebody, but work through that stuff. Let 2024 be the year that you no longer let yourself get in your own way of being a solid leader. And if you're already a solid leader, let 2024 be the year that you help grow other leaders. So that's for you as an individual. For you as an organization and as a leadership team, I want to invite you to really start to look at who your organization needs to become this year in order to create the impact and be at the level of innovation and leadership and quality and culture that you need to have so that you can create the impact and create the customer experiences and create the results that are so necessary that we really are going to need as we move forward into this next chapter of our lives together. So all the questions I asked you personally for you as a leader, you can pose those to your leadership team. You guys can do that together as a group to really look at who do we want to be this year? Who do we want to become? What kind of agreements do we need to make to do that? What's going to get in the way? We decided this year that I'm going to do 4 sessions this first quarter with a leadership team, different leadership teams, 4 sessions. We're calling them TADA sessions, which is team alignment, devotion, and agreement sessions, which is really just to help people get clear together about what they're up to this year. Like, no kidding. No kidding. No more noise. 2023 was a lot of noise. No more noise. So if you're interested in that, reach out to me. We just decided to do this yesterday. So if you're interested, reach out. I'm going to do 4 of them this quarter. 4. So happy to help you with that, or do it yourself and really start to look at who are you guys going to be this year. Do not go passively into 2024. I think a lot of companies and individuals went kind of passively into 2023, and passively, I don't say passively in a make wrong kind of way, just kind of like survival, just trying to kind of survive and find their footing. Now, 2024, we got some really cool things we get to do this year. So do a big reboot. If we can help you do your reboot, reach out. Happy to do it. If you do it on your own, that's great. Just do it. Just do a reboot and go into this year with intention. As I'm recording this, it's only the 3rd. So we're just getting started. Most people aren't even back in the office yet. I love this week. I love this week. All right. So there's that. Do your individual intentions for 2024. Keep them simple and keep them honest. Do your team intentions for 2024. And then while you're at it, depending on what your situation is with your organization, you might want to really look at it from an organizational standpoint with your culture. You can actually extend this exercise to your entire organization, your entire division. So again, if you want help, reach out. All right. So for us, I'll just give you a little bit of preview of some stuff that we're going to be up to this year. 2023 for us was really a big transition year. We brought on new coaches and faculty. We brought on really got solidified with a new program director who joined us over a year ago now, which has just been incredible. We got set up with a Positive Energy Workplace Initiative platform and app, which now our members, it's something that I wish we would have had in place back in 2018 when we were doing so many different launches for companies. We didn't have anywhere to put them after the launches. So it meant that they were on their own to keep the work alive. So we've now built an entire app and platform to support companies in having that taken care of for them. So excited about it. We have different levels of membership now in the Positive Energy Workplace Alliance. So you can come in as an Alliance member and just light dabble, just have stuff for your team to get connection to this content every other month, 90 minutes every other month, and to get like a monthly drumbeat. Or you can go all in and have all access, where you can have basically your leadership development done for you in a combination of self-paced and ACI-driven modules and workshops. So memberships, interesting. We've got the PUE diagnostic, the Positive Energy Workplace Initiative diagnostic. We now have it where we can do it for your whole organization and do a really deep dive and look at what needs to happen in your different departments. Or we can do it just for your team, just a team diagnostic. So happy to talk about that. We have 3 different training tracks. One is for resetting and rebooting, which is a really good one to do in 2024, especially these first 2 quarters if you're interested in that. We have one that's for building leadership and building out your leadership pipeline and building your leadership capabilities. And then we have another one, which is for actually getting certified as a Positive Energy Workplace. So 3 different training tracks. And then we have me. We have me, which I've decided this year to jump back in. Last year was a lot about training our staff and getting people so that they could really lead this work and so that it could continue to grow and not be dependent on me being in every single room. So I'm very grateful that we've now done that. And this year, I'm going to jump back in some of the places where I know that I can do my best work, which is in, for lack of a better word, fixing team dynamics, fixing relationship dynamics, fixing leadership dynamics. And I say fixing with like all the love in the world, because I really don't believe that anything's ever broken or needs to be fixed. But I do believe that there are things that need to be tweaked and sometimes things that need to be really called out in order to get out of our own way as leadership teams and as leaders so we can lead. So I'll be jumping back in and doing some special sessions this year. I'm going to take on 3 organizations this year as a strategic advisor. So if any of you want my brain on your organizations and your teams of what you're doing, I'm going to jump back in and do that as a strategic advisor for a couple of companies, companies that are serious about this, that really want to create the best organizational health and the best impact possible. And then I'll be doing a couple other things. So I'm excited about that. Keynotes. I have a couple new keynotes that we'll be releasing as the year goes on. And also we've got our coaching team who is available now to coach just around IEP Pure or executive leadership coaching. So, we'll be making more announcements as we go, but right now we just did a huge project in updating our website. So you're welcome to go take a look at our website, activechoices.com. In fact, we have it up here. Let's see, where is it? Active Choices. Oh, activechoices.com. There you go. You're welcome to go ahead and take a look at our website so that you can see what we're up to, what we've done. There's more about the Positive Energy Workplace Initiative. There's more about IEP method. We've built some really cool explainer videos to help people understand why this is so important. And we've also created new executive forums that we get together once a month with executive and senior leaders in companies to talk about culture and whatnot. In fact, tomorrow we're doing a special surprise one, very short notice, where we're going to be talking about the new IEP ecosystem that got created when I was in South Africa doing some work with Virgin Unite and a bunch of other incredible business leaders down there. So IEP ecosystem, we'll be talking about that tomorrow. All right, let me turn this off. I think I'm going to leave it there. This is a very long video. Think about this as like a podcast of sorts. Thank you, as always, for showing up. Thank you for caring about leadership. And may we create an incredible 2024 together. If I can be of assistance to you or my team, please reach out. Happy to talk and just to see what's going on. And you can also find us right here. Look at that. My team totally set it up. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.